Game spot on my hair. Nick, my hair.
3, 2, 1, bro.
What's up, everybody? My name is Michael Lee Murphy, and you're watching a brand new segment called Board Game Highlight. Now watch the shot not change at all. Today, I want to talk about a really cool game, Indulgence. That's right, Indulgence is a trick-taking game by our very own sponsors, Restoration Games. Now that's not why it's the first, but it doesn't hurt. Indulgence is a really fun game, and so we want to talk about why it lives on our shelf, why do we enjoy it, why does it hit the table, and it's not only because of this dope-ass ring. Let's get down to the table and take a look at some of the components real quick, and I'll talk about just why I enjoy this game and give a little bit of a taste of how the game plays. So this is Indulgence right here. That's why it's in the center of the screen. And it's a trick-taking game, and we have 4 suits, like a lot of trick-taking games have, but they're families, they're Italian families. So we've got the Borgias, the Medicis, the Orsinis, and the Mudswallows, or the Sforzas, if you must. But Mudswallows is way more fun to say. And you're going to be playing cards and trying to take tricks and stuff like that, using these different families as the suits, which is super cool. But this game has a really fun twist because it's not simply trying to win every trick like a lot of trick-taking games are. This one has this cool addition of edicts. The ruler's gonna dictate certain rules for the round. One that the ruler might choose is don't take any 6s. So if you collect 6s by winning tricks and stuff, you're gonna have to pay the ruler money. And that's really fun because it just puts a little twist on each round where all of a sudden your strategy is gonna change. The really, really fun part is that people can choose to sin. Ooh! And if they choose to be a sinner, you're going to do basically the opposite of whatever the edict says. So rather than don't take any 6s, if you decide to sin, you're going to try to take every single 6. And it's an all or nothing victory condition. If you succeed, every player is going to pay you 6 money. If you fail, you pay 6 to the ruler. Now, I will say it's usually worth it to try to sin if you think you can do it, because if you fail, you pay 6, but if you collected 3 of the 6s, you're going to pay 6 anyway. So, you know, it's worth going for. And plus, you get this sweet-ass ring. Now, in the game, most of the time, you're not actually wearing the ring, although everyone does wear it. It's just like this superpower thing you can put on a card, which basically makes a card a 10, which is unbeatable. And then you instantly get to win that hand. So it's kind of a one get out of jail free card to make sure you succeed at least one time. Plus it's just fun to wear in between rounds. You get the Indulgence ring. Now! The key in the game is to try to get all the money, basically. To either take the money away and knock a player out, meaning they run out of money and then you end the game immediately, or just be the person with the most money at the end of 3 whole rounds. So if you have 3 players, it means every player gets to be the ruler 3 times. You go all the way around and then the game will end. You count up your money. Now, some of the reasons I love this game is the components are super sweet. They are very high quality cards. They got the linen finish on there, so you know they're going to hold up. They're nice. Some of the art is actually really funny. Like, I love that there's just this person getting at some meat all crazy. Lorenzo loves it. Straight up carnivore. And we've got Geronima, who's just on that wine. Jeremina is not here to listen to your problems, because she's just here to have a good time. The other thing is I like is the money. The money you have is kind of big and chunky, and these jewels and things are simply worth 5 money, so it's a way to make change and stuff. They're florins, but they're just very fun to play with. Makes me feel like the kid that goes into like the toy store and they just have those things you can sink your fingers into the rocks. He's like, and it just feels very satisfying. Feels like the end of the Goonies, and they're like, we're rich now, we can buy our house back. So this game just has really good components, and the edicts switch every time. And finding when someone's going to go to try for the sin, when other people are going to, you know, try to follow the rules, and just, if you're the ruler, just like kind of chip away at people and take some money. There's just always interesting things, and the game can go pretty quick, because the second, say you're trying to sin, and the second you fail, the round's over. Just stop the round, pay the money, and you move on. So it can keep the game kind of moving. Same thing with if you have the rule of don't take the 6s. Once the 4th 6 comes out, just end the round. You know you're done. And it kind of keeps the game moving, which is kind of cool. I'm curious, do you play Indulgence? Do you like it? Do you sport this ring and, you know, just in your normal day? and act like you moved on from high school, but you're just like, man, we had a good team in 98. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Indulgence. We quite like it. That's why it's on our shelf. Be sure to like and share this video and spread the word about Indulgence. It's okay to indulge sin once in a while if it's in this board game setting right here. So thank you so much for sharing that. And please, in the comments below, let us know what game you want us to spotlight next. And if we get a good enough suggestion, we'll go for it. So you can help decide the future of this segment. Ooh, power. The power of the Indulgence ring. Check out that sweet continuity. My name's Mike Murphy. I'm one half of the Brothers Murph, and you've been checking out Indulgence here on Board Game Highlight. Such a cool video, right? Man, there's jokes, and I know what happened in this one for sure. So because of that, check out Restoration Games. They sponsor us, and there's info for them in the description below. There's also more things where I'm doing funny stuff. Sometimes Nick is funny, because I've seen all these